Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Let's shine. We have started the fundamental unit of life, the cell. Now, today our topic is how the things move and out of the cell. Now, this is diagram of cell. Okay? This is the outermost covering of cell. It's known as plasma membrane or cell membrane. The things move in and out of the cell through this plasma membrane. And this plasma membrane is selectively permeable. We already have done. Now things move in and out of the cell through the processes known as diffusion and osmosis. Now what is diffusion? The phenomena of moving of things from higher concentration to the lower concentration. This is a process through which things move from the higher concentration to the lower concentration, and the process is known as diffusion. Now what happens? Cell take oxygen and release carbon dioxide. We all know. Now how the process occurs? CO2 is produced in the cell as a waste product. Now cell has to release this carbon dioxide. Now what happens? The concentration of carbon dioxide increases in the cell as compared to outer environment. Then through the process of diffusion, the random movement of things from higher concentration to lower concentration. Now the concentration of carbon dioxide is higher inside the cell, so the carbon dioxide will start moving from cell to the outer environment. Now the cell takes oxygen. We all know how this process occurs. The oxygen taken by a cell is used up in processes, and the concentration of oxygen is higher in the outer environment as compared to inside the cell. Now the oxygen will start moving from the outer environment into the cell through the process of diffusion. Now how the water moves in and out of the cell? Water also move in and out of the cell through the phenomena of diffusion, but the movement of water through semi-permeable membrane is known as the process of osmosis. Now what happens if the concentration of water increases in cell as compared to outer environment? Then the water will start moving out of the cell to the outer environment through semi-permeable membrane, that is plasma membrane. And if the concentration of water is higher in the outer environment as compared to inside the cell, then the water will move inside the cell, and the process is known as osmosis. Now, we have already studied that the process of movement of water in and out of the cell depends upon the outer environment, the concentration of water in the outer environment. Now, depending upon the concentration of solution can be hypotonic, isotonic and hypertonic. If we place a cell in a solution which has more concentration of water, means in this solution the quantity of solute is less and the concentration of water is more as compared to inside the cell, then this solution will be known as hypotonic. And what happens when we place a cell in a hypotonic solution? The water moves inside the cell. वैसे प्रोसेस में क्या होता है, water will also move outside the cell and inside the cell, but when we place in a hypotonic solution, more water will move inside the cell as compared to water will move outside the cell, and the cell will swell up. It will take more water and it will swell up. Now what happens when we place this cell in an isotonic solution? Now what is isotonic solution? The solution in which the concentration of water is same as compared to the concentration of water inside the cell. Now also water will move in and out of the cell, but the concentration of water is same in the outer environment as compared to cell. The movement of the quantity of water that will move inside the cell and out of cell will remain same, and the size of cell will also remain same. Now, what happens when we keep the cell in a hypertonic solution? Now, what is hypertonic solution? When the concentration of water is less in the solution as compared to concentration of water inside the cell, the solution is known as hypertonic solution. Now the concentration of water is more inside the cell as compared to outside the cell. Then what will happen? The water will start moving out of the cell. Means more water will move outside from the cell to the outer environment as compared to water will move inside the cell. Then what will happen? The cell will shrink. The cell will start shrinking. Next is bursting of cell. We have already done when we keep the cell in a hypotonic solution, then what will happen? Water will start moving inside the cell. More water will move inside the cell as compared to water come out of the cell, and the cell will start swelling up, and one stage can come that the animal cell can burst up. But what happens in a plant cell? There is a outermost cell wall present in the plant cell. When the cell will swell up, we will call that cell as turgid cell. As a pressure is developed inside the cell, that is known as turgor pressure, and the cell is known as turgid cell, and there is a cell wall inside the cell membrane, plasma membrane, that जो क्या करेगी, इसको burst होने से रोकेगी. Then what will happen? Cell wall will put the same pressure in the opposite direction to the cell membrane, and the cell is known as turgid cell. Now what is plasmolysis? When we keep the cell in a hypertonic solution, what happens? The water will start moving out of the cell into the solution, and the plasma membrane will start shrinking. Now the shrunken plant cell is known as plasmolyzed cell, and the shrunken animal cell is known as crenated cell. Now what is the use of osmosis? We know plants take water through roots by the process of osmosis. Thanks for watching my channel. Like it and subscribe it.